welcome back to my Fierce Aging series. I'm so excited to be back featuring another beautiful woman that wants to share her beauty with you, her insecurities, her challenges. And today I'm featuring Sandy, 68 years young, and it was really fun. It was fun because she wears a wig, her hair has thinned, and that is what she wants to do. It makes her feel comfortable. And I said, there's a wig store around the corner that is phenomenal. She cuts the wig to your face shape. She tries on a bunch of different wigs. She's been doing it. It's a family business. It's wonderful. And so I said, let's go around and get something a little bit more modern. Let's do something. She's going to cut it. She's going to frame your face. And so we did that. We went into the wig store. There are so many different options. It's so beautiful. I get really excited. I think, oh, should I be trying something on? Should I be doing something different? That would have been fun, right? And I show up with a different look than I normally do. But that's the beauty of it, ladies. You can change out your hair color. You can change your look. You can do it for a fun night. You can do it for a wedding. You can do it for every day. It doesn't matter. Whatever makes you feel beautiful, it makes you feel confident. So we have this beautiful new wig for Sandy today. And I just did a very simple look, just really concentrating on bringing up the eye and creating the brows for her that she doesn't have, and just really enhancing her look. Again, ladies, I really want to make this clear. I am not doing YouTube makeup where I pile on as much makeup as possible and I end up having like a mannequin at the end of my makeup tutorial. That's not my style. It's never been my style. I work with the skin. I work with what we have. We have bags. We have darkness. We're trying to correct those, but in a really realistic way. I don't want to cover it up where it looks really like what happened and you have so much makeup on. It's not my style. There are plenty of channels if you like that look. It's just really not my look. That's not what I want to do. I want you to feel like yourself. I want you to feel beautiful. I want you to get out there and really just feel alive, right? A lot of us haven't felt that way in the last year and a half. So this is what this is all about. Bringing life to the face with makeup, having that confidence, really feeling good about yourself, because ladies, I know you can. I know with a little effort that you can really feel good about yourself, about your look, adding a little cream blush, adding some mascara, adding a lip gloss, whatever you choose to do. But I'm here to just really celebrate age, celebrate women, because society is not celebrating women. The beauty industry, the fashion industry is not celebrating women of age. And guess what we do here on this channel, Fierce Aging? We celebrate women of age. You ready? Let's get this beauty started. So we're going to go right into prepping Sandy's skin. It's been very dry, so we want to really hydrate it. Remember, ladies, I've told you that you really want to prep the skin because the makeup is not going to look good if you don't have plump, hydrated skin. You don't want to have dehydrated skin, flaky skin, skin where you see all of the BB cream foundation or CC cream, whatever you're using. So I'm going to go in with the Ever Beauty water. This is a really nice refresher. If there's anything on Sandy's skin now, I can just take it off. It's a nice hydration for her. I was doing a little experimenting with colors, so I want to just take anything off her skin. Feels really nice, and then we're going to go right into exfoliating. Going in with the Ever Biomedic Peel Pads. These are my favorite to really exfoliate the skin. This is a really easy way to exfoliate because it's just a pad and it's not going to be really aggressive on the skin. You can use this on the neck, the décolleté, which is what I like to do. And I'm just going to take it and I'm going to go over the skin, avoiding the eye area. This is going to have the azelaic acid in it, caviar lime, really beautiful product. You're going to see brightening. You're going to see difference in your texture. And you're going to be nicely exfoliating. So you're going to have that dead skin being turned over faster than if you're not using anything to exfoliate. I'm going to go in with the Skin Perfecting Serum. I've told you before that this smells like a cucumber, like you just sliced a cucumber open. You're going to have a really nice burst of that hydration. So I'm applying it with our foundation brush, but you can apply it with your hands. It's just easier for me. So this is going to really soak into Sandy's skin prior. It's not going to be greasy. It's not going to feel like you have an oil on the skin. This is really nice for hydrating the skin, illuminating the skin, and you're going to see your skin just kind of come alive when you put this serum on. I'm going to be taking the Hydra Lift. This is one of my favorite moisturizers to take from Ever. What's really nice about this line is you have 6 weeks to try it, and if you don't like it, you don't see a difference, you can return it, which just gives you that flexibility. That's what I really like. But you're going to see with this Clean Beauty, your skin really going from point A to point B, and it's beautiful. So this is going to really hydrate the skin before we're going to be doing our makeup. I really want to see that hydration in the skin. You can already see with the serum how her skin's glowing. And now we're going to just lock all that moisture in with the Hydra Lift with this beautiful cream. And for the eye area, I'm going to take the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Cream. Really nice, goes right into the eye area. It doesn't settle around and just sit there, which is what I don't like. I want a cream that's going to go right into the eye area. It's going to hydrate nicely and really prep her skin for our concealers, our BB cream, whatever we're putting on the eye area. So with Sandy's look today, we are working with a couple different things that we wanted to address. The dry skin is one of them, so now her skin is really prepped. You can see, even by putting that serum on, her skin comes alive. It's moisturized, it's hydrated. So this is a really great first step. Then I'm working with not having very many eyebrows. I really want to frame the face right now. So you got to see us in the beginning where we picked out a new wig. We got something a little bit more modern, and she's feeling really good about the hair, and we really want to just keep continuing that vibe, that feeling. So this whole makeup look is about really knowing your worth, feeling like you're not overlooked. You're having beauty challenges, but you're being able to figure them out and have solutions, like the solutions with having a new wig and how it makes you feel, just like with new makeup or having a new look or new colors. You're going to feel just really kind of like infusing life into you. So we're going to go in with two different colored or eye pencils. These are my little skinny brow pencils. I'm going to do taupe and I'm going to do the medium brown. The reason why I'm using the two different brow pencils is because I really don't have any brow right now. So I want to have more of an ombre. I want it to be nice and soft and then really be able to see the brow, but not be too heavy, too dark. Now, another tool that's really helpful for you ladies is my brow stencils. I custom created these for you because I knew that it's very hard to go to your brows right now and say, I don't know where they start. Where do they start? How do I arch them? Where do they end? So we're going to go through that. So there's a couple different options for you. There's 4 different sizes: classic arch, slim arch, full arch, bold arch. This is a great investment if you don't know how to do your brows and you really want them to look natural. So I think I'm going to do more of a slim arch for Sandy today. So we're going to take out that stencil. I'm going to take my taupe brow pencil and I'm going to map out according to her bone structure. Not every brow is the same for everybody. So when you look at Instagram and you think, oh, my brows are supposed to look like everyone else's, that's not true. Customize your brows for your face shape, for your bone structure. So we're going to do that by going from the outside of the nose straight up. So this is where she should be starting her brow. So I put a little mark there. Doesn't need to be over the top. Then we go over the ball of the nose, over the iris. This is where she's going to arch. Put a little mark there. And then corner of the eye, really from the corner of the nose straight up. So you can just take the pencil again, just make that little line, and then you're going to see where she should end. Now you know that I like to end a little shorter than longer because I don't want to drag down the eye. I can always make the brow longer if I want to, but I want to shorten it. I want to lift it. I want to have that face lifted. So now I have my points so I can see right here where I am, and then that means that I can just take the template, I just press it from where it begins, cross the brow in here. So all I have to do is hold it and then now just sketch in the brow stencil so I know exactly where I should go, where it should end, how much I should fill in, how large it should be. So once I have a little sketch like this, I can take it off so I can see where it is. Now I perfect it. Now I can go in, and that's why I use the skinny brow pencil, because I can make those little hair strokes. So I'm going to just take it and do kind of like you're flicking your wrist, right? You're not making a really hard line. You're not filling it in completely so it's solid. You're just following along where you had the template and making it look like brow hair. So in the beginning, I want it to be more of that taupe color. This lateral part here, I can go in with the medium and then put little strokes throughout the brow. So then it's going to give me that dimension. It's going to look like real hair. It's going to look really nice and natural. And then at the end here, we can go a little bit darker. Now again, if you feel that it's too dark or you're not happy with just kind of how it's coming out, take the other side, the spoolie, and run it through, softening it up. Now we're going to do the exact same thing on the other brow. So we have the brows done now, which look beautiful. And remember too, ladies, that no brow has the same shape. So your right brow could be different from your left brow, and that's really important to know. Just go back and kind of fix and alter. They don't have to look exactly the same. That's not really realistic, and it's actually quite hard to do. So just have a little grace with your brows. I know that they drive everyone crazy, but fill them in the best you can, and then just make sure, like, oh, I need a little bit more arch on the right, or I need it to be a little bit longer on the left. Just adjust as you see when you're finished and you're looking at yourself in the mirror. We're gonna go and prep our eyes first with the B5 exfoliating lid pad. So if you have oily eyelids, or you have dull eyelids, or if you want your eyelids to be exfoliated, which nobody does, which is funny, we exfoliate our face, but we never exfoliate our eyelids. It's still skin. We see that darkness, we see that oiliness. So I'm gonna take this across the eye right before I do the eye and lip primer. So I'm just going to nicely exfoliate the eye. You can do this once a week, twice a week. It depends on your skin, depends on how your eyelids are looking, what you're working on. I'm gonna take our eye and lip primer and I'm gonna prep the eyelids first, any discoloration. I'm gonna use our concealer brush, and I'm using our Essential Makeup Brush Kit, 9 100% vegan brushes that I created for you to make it really simple. You don't need 1,000 brushes. You just need 9 brushes that are going to do everything from your concealer to your foundation buffing brush to your blush, etc. So keeping it simple, ladies. So we're gonna go in on the eye and we're just going to neutralize out the lid. So you can see there's a little bit of redness, so I'm going to the base of the lashes and I'm working all the way up to the brow bone. You'll see that I have prepped this eye here on the left. This eye close is not prepped. So you have the darkness, you have a little bit of that purple on the bottom here. You want to have that all neutralized prior to putting on your eyeshadow, because you want your eyeshadow to show true, and wants true colors, not mixing in with your actual skin tone with the redness and the grays and the blues. You really want it to look really even and also just really nicely prepped. I picked the palette Not Overlooked. It's a 2 sheen colors here and 1 matte color, just to be really nice and soft. Sandy felt like it really represented her. These colors, a soft cashmere pink, having a little bit more in that brown family at the darker end here, which we could wet and use as a liner, or we can just use as a contour color. So I'm going to just take my shadow brush, and also all of the names are written on the brushes, so you can't mess up. You know exactly what brush is going to be perfect. So first, let's go and do an all over color with the lightest color here. I'm going to go in now with the middle color. This is going to be that really pretty cashmere pink, and I'm going to load up the brush on one side. This is really important. So I just want to place this product. I don't want it to be all over the eye. So I'm going to just take the brush that has the shadow on it. I'm going to go just to the middle part of the eye. So I'm going to build up. You know how I like to just put most of the product here in the middle of the eye area. Take off any excess and then move that from the inner corner to the outer corner, because I just want to have enough on the eye that it's not too much. I'm going to take the short smudge brush that I like to call my eraser brush, and I'm going to go in with the deepest color. Now, working with more hooded eyes, I'm going to place this color a little bit different than I normally do. So what I want to do is, if you open your eye, so look straight into the camera here, right? So you have the hooded part here, right? So you don't have a lot of lid space. So you want to create that crease. So you're almost creating a crease that's not there, or you are putting the product where the crease is, but when you put a darker color, it recedes. So you're really creating more of that contour of the eye. So I don't want to highlight this. I want this to be bringing the eye up. So I'm literally going kind of just in this area, right on an angle. I'm going to diffuse this, but this is where I want the eye to look. I want it to be here, when you look at her, I don't want it to come down. I'm not doing the triangle because our skin comes down at the end, right? We want to lift up. So I'm not going to drag this all the way down. I want it to be in this area here. I'm going to blend out, but I want this to lift the eye, working with color theory, and then blending it out. So I'm just blending in this darker color, this darker contour color. I want it to look really nice. But again, I do have to put on a darker color in order to get this to recede back, to give her a little bit more of an eye contour when she has that extra skin. So it's going to just look really pretty. Remember, you can never over blend. I'm just blending, and if you feel like it's too dark, you can always go in with a lighter color and then just go over it and blend it out too. So there are no rules, no mistakes. You can have fun with this, ladies. You can kind of see what works best for you. I'm just keeping the contour color a little higher than if I would doing that regular triangle that I do. I want this to really emphasize her eye, make it look like it's going further up, not coming down on the face. Going in with a waterproof dark chocolate eyeliner. I do like dark chocolate compared to a black. I think it's a little too harsh. So you can do that for evening if you wanted to, if you really love black. But I think a dark chocolate really looks beautiful. It's going to define the eye. Waterproof's great too if you have watery eyes. So we're gonna go right into that lash line. I'm gonna show you how I really like to line the eyes. Just look down. So I'm gonna go, and you want to have a nice pencil that's creamy, that's not going to drag on the eyes. So I'm going, and I can build it up as much as I want or as tight as I want right in this little area. So what you want to do is, especially if you have more hooded eyes, you want to have as much space on the lid. So I don't want to have a really, really thick liner. I want this to really look nice. I want it to define the eye, but I don't want it to take over the eye. So you can do little strokes like this. So you're just connecting them. Again, I'm going to stop a little short. I'm not going to take the liner all the way out to the eye because I want to make sure that I'm not dragging the eye down again. So there's little techniques that you can do that are not going to accentuate your eye coming down or putting on too much eyeliner where you're making the eye look heavier. Another trick you can do to soften the line is take your little razor brush. Again, it's my short smudge brush. You can go just to the base and you can drag like right over that eyeliner. It's going to soften. You can smudge it up a little bit, which is really nice. I like that look too. It just depends on what you're going for. So you can just do a nice little smudging over the line, soften it up, make it look really pretty. Doesn't have to be totally like a line that you just put on. You can just soften it, give it a little smudge. I'm gonna just take the eyeliner and go on the bottom of the eye. Again, 3/4, that's what I like to do because I'm gonna balance out the eye from having the eyeliner on the top. Black mascara is going on to the lashes. Just going to go to the base and just bring out, I'm not going to curl because I'm going to go in with my Ardell 420s, but I want to have a little base of the mascara on the lashes first. What's really nice about this brush, as you can see, Sandy has a little bit more fine lashes. So this is going to grab all those little lashes you can see and get every single one, and I'm just lifting up. So it might look like you don't have that many lashes, but when you have a small brush like this with teeth, you're getting all the lashes. You're not getting a big one that's making the mascara go everywhere. So you're really getting precise application with this. What I did with these lashes that I put on Sandy is I did cut them down because I want everything to be up. Again, if you have eyes that are coming down or you have hooded eyes, you don't want to drag, you don't want to follow that line. Like I've said in a lot of my videos, I want you to lift the eye, like we were just talking, like perky. I want everything perky. I want everything up. So these lashes, when I cut them down, are going to be really more in the middle part. So it's going to make her eyes look open, giving her that extra, but it's not bringing them down. So I know you've seen that before where the lashes are just too long and you put them on and you're like, oh, this doesn't make me look good. It doesn't make me look awake and like happy. So having them just in that, like it's literally, I took off 1/4 on the ends. So they're gonna be nice and up and they just look really pretty, but they don't drag down the ends. I'm gonna go in with our Fiercely Smooth. This is going to be the clear. This is a face primer. I want everything to go on really beautifully on her skin. So I'm going to prime the face. Now that her skin is nice and hydrated. This is really gonna fill in the fine lines. This is gonna just blur the skin. So when you put on your BB cream, you're gonna see it just, everything just really nicely slides on the skin and really looks beautiful. I'm going to take our concealer trio in Cool. You have 3 different colors that you can use. If you've wanted to have more moisture, you can always add a drop of moisturizer in this and mix it around. You can always customize like that, ladies. So I'm going to take our concealer brush and I'm going to go into this under eye area. So now we're working with a little bit of the puffiness here, and we have this hard edge. That's what we like to call it, because it's literally coming off of that puffiness underneath the eye, so it's darker. So you have the puff that's gonna be lighter, it's raised off the skin, and then you have that gray, or you have that dark kind of like hard edge underneath it. So how do we fix that? How do we work with that? A couple different techniques, and this is what I like to teach you. So I don't wanna highlight this with a lighter concealer, because what will that do? That's going to highlight the puff, the bag, because it's coming forward, light's hitting that. We want to recede that. I can make a custom color for her that's going to just recede that bag a little bit, and then I'm going to be able to conceal over. So I'm going to just create in my little wheel here. I'm going to go over the puffy area, up underneath the lashes. So I'm really targeting this area here. Again, remember, get up into that area here where it's a little bit more of the blues, the grays. So I'm gonna come over here. Now, you see that darkness there. I can take a lighter color, or I can take the eye brightener. So this is a little wand, nice and creamy, and we can just go in there for that color correcting. So we're just going to hit it with the color correcting right underneath there. You can take your beauty blender, you can take a sponge, you can have them wet. I find that they work better when they're wet, when you're working with multiple colors. And then I can just work this in. I don't want to move it around too much, because I really want that color correcting to hit right where that is in that little groove. And I want to make sure that it all works together and we get that nice concealing, we get that not highlighting the little puff, and we get that darkness really lightened. Going in with the BB cream, I'm gonna just buff this on with the foundation buffing brush. Really gives a beautiful look to the skin. This is going to just even out the tone. If you don't like to wear foundation and you want to really have a nice even tone to the skin, great thing to do is go in with a BB cream. It's really called a beauty balm. So it's going to neutralize out the redness, even out the tone, but not be heavy like a foundation. Taking a little translucent powder, and I'm going to just set underneath the eye area. Look up. We're gonna go in with Palm Beach, which is a beautiful cream blush. Actually, Sandy does have this and she wears this color, she loves it. So I'm gonna show you the placement that I'm gonna do. I'm just using the foundation brush. This is a flat brush. And so if she smiles, this is the apple of the cheek, which I don't wanna put it on right on that apple. I wanna bring the face up. So what I'm gonna concentrate on is going back a little bit for her bone structure, for her face shape, where I'm going to really see this color. I love the cream because it's kind of very dewy, it's very fresh. You're gonna see the skin through. It's not like you're putting a ton of product on, but I wanna bring color to the face and I wanna bring it up. So you can just come down in that little area, but I'm not putting it right on the apples because I want to bring her face up and I wanna work this in. So you can apply it with the brush and then you can go back with your finger, really work it in. You can almost like you're blushing, so you can really place the product. It's much easier to place a cream product and move it around, make it look really natural than it is sometimes with a powder. Going in with Cameo, beautiful pencil that I love using, my lip pencil. I'm gonna just line the lips. Now I could go in with Figure It Out, very neutral. She does wear Los Olas, is one of her favorite lipsticks that she has, but I wanted to do something a little bit outside the box for Sandy and go in with Beauty Reinvented. It's really pretty. I thought it would look really nice with her hair color, and I'm going to just apply this, and it's high gloss. It's going to be moisturizing, but it's going to be just a little bit different for her, and I think she's going to really like it. I'm going to just top the lipstick with my Champs. I love the lightness if you feel like the lipstick's too dark, or any lipstick. You can add a little highlight. This is a really pretty gloss that's going to just give you that extra. Gonna lighten it a little bit. It's gonna give you a little bit more dimension than just wearing a lipstick. I love gloss on everyone that comes in. It just makes you look really nice and fresh and really pretty. That's pretty. Okay, hold on a second, let's see. So we've completed the look, ladies, and really this is all about feeling good about yourself, adding just a little makeup. This isn't about a YouTube transformation where we take somebody and we pile on the makeup and they're a totally different person. There's plenty of videos and channels like that out there, but my concept and my style is like the name of my products, like Not Overlooked and Fearless and all of these different things, like figure it out. We're figuring out our beauty as we age, and this is something that is always evolving, and we are celebrating our age. We're not trying to cover it up. We're not trying to say, oh, I have fine lines and wrinkles, and then after a makeup tutorial I have zero and my skin's totally like different. We're not. We're working with what we have. We're enhancing our beauty, and we're feeling good about it, because when we feel good, we act a completely different way and we touch the world a different way. So I'm going to show Sandy her makeup now that we did, and we're gonna see what she thinks.
Oh my goodness, I look like a different person. Beautiful.
I love the framing of this, how she cut it.
Yes, and I love the lipstick.
Don't you think it looks pretty with your?
I think, and I love the eyeshadow, the eyes, and it's a very natural look.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel great.
Good.
Thank you.
So that is the conclusion of our makeup tutorial today, ladies. I just want you to feel good. I just want you to get back into the makeup game, and whether that's a lipstick, whether that's mascara, that's what the cream blush that you put on, and you get up in the morning and you say, you know what, I really think I look good, or I feel good, or I'm doing self-care. I'm actually really taking care of myself and feeling like I'm worth it to show up a certain way. So ladies, until my next video, I'll see you later.